Adu, do, push pineapple, shake a tree. Freddie Adu, do, grind coffee. To the left, mainly, not often to the right. Jump up and down and to their knees. Freddie Adu, do, to the hula melody. I've changed the lyrics slightly to add Freddie Adu's name in a bit more. We've signed Freddie Adu. It's here, it's happened. He was available on a free transfer, released by from Las Vegas, and we've snapped him up. Freddie Adu now plays with Freddie Adu. I will say, if you don't know who Freddie Adu is, Freddie Adu at like 16 was a phenomenon. It was like at DC United, people thought he was going to be like the next massive star. Benfica bought him for $2 million. He's had loan spells at Monaco. He's been around all over the place: Brazil, Serbia, Finland, Turkey, Greece. USA. He's been everywhere, viewers, and now he's at Central Park Rangers, the lucky dog. I can't imagine he's disappointed. I imagine he's delighted, viewers. He's not the only incoming to the club, though, since we last met. My new assistant manager's only Landon Donovan. Now, listen up. You'll look at Landon Donovan's attributes as a coach, and you'll think, he's not cut out for this. This isn't what he should be doing. But he's a name, isn't he? And that's most important. Our level of assistant managers, they're not amazing anyway. So I think getting in someone with so much experience, 153 caps for the American national team, what more do I need? Welcome, London. Good to have you here. Middle name Timothy. Didn't know that. That's something you learn from the biography section. But he's here now, of course. A player that's had quite the career now joins us as assistant manager. Landon Donovan, ladies and gentlemen. Tried to offer him a player contract as well, but he's not a player anymore, so that's not happening. And since we last met them, viewers, 3 games have been played. It was a 2-1 defeat. Recent times have been a struggle, but a 6-2 win followed that afterwards. Chris Brady getting 4 of the goals in that game. Very impressive from him. A 2-0 win, and then a 1-0 defeat to Tuxla FC. Not ideal from our perspective, viewers. Randy Shaw was in goal. I don't want to say that was the main reason as to why we didn't win, but a red card and an injury to Mature Cheddar in the centre. It all kicked off, viewers. Basically, we had a little injury to our keeper, so Randy Shaw had to play in. Firmino was unavailable for that one. But as we go to today's game, luckily for us, most players are fit and raring to go. And of course, Freddie Adu makes his debut, and that's what we're all here for. If we just switch those boys around in the centre, Firmino will be in goal, then Sandoval will be at right back. McTurk very close to full fitness, so he'll soon be returning. Scarlett Sameo and Guillem Torres will be at left back. A little bit of an issue that John Thompson is also injured and not unavailable for us at the moment, as is Chris Brady. The injuries have been piling up. I suspect it's around that Christmas period, a few weeks out for the pair of them. Colosio will play as the ball-winning midfielder in the centre. Vieira and Bement will play just in front. Nice to see Brian back in the side. I think we can all agree with that. Sam Smith will be on the right hand side. Freddie Adu will be on the left. That's never getting boring. And Zaid's going to start for us up top this season. Has been very quiet, but I think this could be the game where he gets things back on track. We said all of last year, I'm worried that physically he's going to decline. That's happening now, so I'm a little bit nervous about it. But anyway, into the first game we go. I'm not going to lie, viewers, I've picked an easy one just after Christmas, but it's the start of the January period, and we're playing the Long Island Rough Riders. If we don't win, it's the end of the series. So here we go. Let's add a little bit of danger to this. We're definitely going to win, though. If we don't win, it'll be, well, someone will have let everybody down. The question is, though, and the question on everybody's lips is, how will Freddie Adu get on? Now, I'm going to give him a number... Oh, there's so many options. I think we go big. I think we give him number 99. Like a 99. I can't think of anything that's relevant. I'll tell you what it's like. He's like the flake in a 99 ice cream. That works perfectly well done, Ben. Should have thought about that before, really. The ice cream by itself is already delicious, but you add Freddie Adu in there, and all of a sudden, unstoppable. All right, then let's see how we get on then against the Rough Riders. It should be anything but a rough ride for us, and hopefully we can inflict some pain. Which, when I say it like that, Ben, does sound awful. You see, then we're still not quite top of the table. Pittsburgh have taken the lead once again, and the teams behind us are edging ever closer. Yelmelken, Richmond, Tuxla and Bethlehem. Richmond, you remember, start of the season, weren't playing so well. We played them in one of our first episodes of this season, but have climbed back up there and made their way into the playoffs. It's getting very tight behind us. Freddie Adu with a free kick, plays it in. No, no, he could have had his first assist. Oh, Freddie. If he scores, viewers, I will be doing the Freddie do. Scarlett scored. Some people want him to be captain, so he's Captain Scarlett, but we're just going with regular Scarlett for now. Jordan Scarlett with the goal, though. Vieira with a free kick. You can see, puts it in that dangerous area, and Scarlett's there. Curious finish and curious goalkeeping. that goal would be described as curious. I will say, viewers, at the end of this episode, there is a little announcement, so stay tuned for said announcement. I'm just trying to tease you towards the end now. Just watch till the end. All right, 1-0, half-time. Not much else has gone on. We've dominated the game. They've had more possession, but we've certainly dominated in terms of chances created. We're still waiting, though, to see if Freddie Adu can do the business. He needs to get back up to fitness. He may well have been released. Because you'll remember, we went for him in the summer and just couldn't get him. And now, all of a sudden, he was there on a free transfer. And I thought, well, we must be the team to activate that. And luckily, we got him. But I was a bit concerned that I was going to miss out. There was a few teams interested, floating about. But no, we confirmed the deal. 4.5 grand he's on. 4,500. 4,500. Whew. Like, don't get me wrong, we can afford it. It's just the most expensive, like, wage in our team. So, Freddie, and if anyone deserves it, it's Freddie. Freddie Adu's injured. Oh, no. What's happened to Freddie? He's got a yellow card and injured himself in the same motion. Freddie, what he's had to do. He's picked up a knot. It looks like a pulled hamstring. Get him off. Oh, God. Cotton wool immediately. Matt Thomas is going to come on at left wing, which is a fine replacement. But Freddie Adu, what a debut. I think we can all agree. I mean, he's not actually got off yet. Maybe there's still time for him to make an impact in this game as it continues. Oh, if he scores while injured and booked, this would be mesmeric. Brian Bement, Freddie Adu. Oh, he's played it across. Ball played across to the back post. Smith's there. And the keeper saves. Well, there was a slim chance. Freddie Adu. Push burn, push a I'm never getting bored. It's one of those. It just fits. I'm just thinking now, though, are there any other Freddie Adu related songs? Are there any songs that fit? If you've got a song that would fit Freddie Adu, then comment section. Let's get those out there. Because I'd quite like to bring out the Freddie Adu album, if that's possible. All right, so far, 76 minutes gone, and this has been quite a routine match for us so far. The Long Island Rough Riders are 21st in the league table, so if we don't win by a couple more, I'll be disappointed. And here's Sam Smith to try and make the difference. So he gets away from all the players around him. Blimey, great agility from Sam Smith, and finds the finish as well. Beautiful football from him as he wheels away. The Central Park Rangers crowd go wild, and we take a 2-0 lead. Let's take a look at it again in 3 dimensions. Number 28, Sam Smith. You can see there's so many players near him. He picks up the ball again. They can't seem to tackle him for whatever reason. And then left-footed. Questionable goalkeeping, but we'll forget about that. Don't worry about that. All right, quite a few players on bookings, but fitness-wise, we're actually quite good. No one's really struggling out there. They've got a few players that are finding it tough. But we look all right. As time ticks away, only the one change. Hopefully the damage to Freddie Adu isn't too dangerous, as with 20 seconds left. Quite a quick but fun 2-0 victory this seems to be. It doesn't look like there's going to be another goal. I don't know. I do worry a little bit. Like last season, when you played teams like Long Island Rough Riders, we tended to be beating them by a lot more. We're not doing that quite so much this year, although Pittsburgh, by the looks of things, have had a little bit of a mare, and we've stolen a march on them. You can see Yale Malkin have still got a game in hand, so they could catch us still. But we go back to the top of the table. And there we are then, game over. Central Park Rangers 2, Long Island Rough Riders 0. And solid, easy result, which we needed a few of those, because we've had a few games recently where we've struggled. All right, Pacific Football Club, down in 16th. Another game that we should probably win. Let's see, though, the damage to Freddie Adu. Let's how bad is it? All right, Freddie Adu injured and out for 3 to 4 weeks. Terrific news. Well, that's good, isn't it? Freddie Adu makes his debut. I mean, there was tangible excitement to see him. Everyone was so pumped. You can see it now, the whole crowd. Freddie Adu, do. You clap on the Adu, surely. Landon Donovan loved it. He had a great time. So he loved it. The Smith show delighted him. Okay, second game of the episode coming up for you now. You can see there in Pittsburgh somehow, in the last game, I thought we were going to be top of the table. No, Pittsburgh did something and got them back to 52. And Yale Malcolm won their game in hand and have leveled things with us. You can see then it's 46, 47, 48, 2 50s and a 52. Very close in terms of points tallies. So a win must needed against Pacific FC today. You'd think we'd probably be able to get a result against. You can see already, though, the league is not quite as separated as it was last year. There's a lot more tightness within the bottom teams, which is much better than it was last year. We had sort of 5 teams that were cannon fodder, didn't you? You can see then Coruscant is suspended for this one, as is Brian Bement. 3 players injured. John Thompson's doubtful and Randy Shaw's got a bruised shin, so change is needed. Luckily for us, though, Danny can come back into the centre. Vieira's going to move slightly further back and play as the deep lying playmaker. It then gives us a bit of a conundrum in midfield, though. I think Shutov is going to have to come in for Coruscant and play instead, maybe in the Mazzala role or something like that, sort of an attacking forward role. role, I think probably suits him. Freddie Adu is also going to have to miss out because of this injury he's now picked up, which means Thomas replaces him. Nice and simple stuff. Carl McTuck, I'm going to bring back in at right back too, and we're going to have to find a spot on the bench for John Thompson, who is unavailable through injury, but we don't have anybody else. So, you can see injury hit and suspension hit. This might be tougher than you'd originally think. And I'm actually going to give Pacheco a chance up front. Don't play him all too often, David Pacheco, but yeah, I'm not seeing too much out of Zaid this season, so we might as well change things up. I'm going to have to give Perry a chance at some point as well. All right, then I would describe this side today as makeshift. Shutoff, of course, playing in an unfamiliar central midfield role, but as a role I certainly think he can fulfill. Up front, then, they've got Johan Medieval. I mean, it's obviously not said medieval, but what an amazing name. It's probably said, like, Mendeville, but I've read it as medieval and just missed out at the end because it sounds good. Little insight there, viewers, into how my mind works. I will miss out letters if it sounds better, or I'll just add letters in that don't exist on occasion. There's no rules, viewers. There's no rules. All right, then, they're in the white, we're in the green and gold. The home side for this one, of course, trying to keep pace with Pittsburgh, trying to keep off Yale Malkin. A win massively necessary. Good to have Danny back in the side today, though. A strong player for us as Thomas has found him on the edge of the box. It's hit the crossbar. Pratt's just about got it away, and it looks like they're going to have to, well, that looks like they have dealt with it. They've dealt with it. It's been dealt with. It's dealt with. The first game was quite a quick game, not much action to speak of, and we've already got a little injury to Sam Smith. Now, if there's ever a position that's not really a problem for us, it probably is the right wing. Segbert's on the bench, ready to come on. Perry can play there as well, as can Zaid, if absolutely necessary. So, we'll see how he does to half-time. What is his injury? That's always curious, as there's a highlight, so we'll never know. Let's see then. Can we build from here is the question. We're going forward with it. A ball at the top. Pacheco. Now, he's got the pace to get to the end of this, and he does. Shot comes in. Decent save, though. In this first half, I mean, Pacific have done nothing, had more possession of the ball, haven't had a shot yet, though, which is a bit strange. And, well, we've had chances, no goals to speak of as of yet. The corner played in is poor as well, and they deal with it. With Sam Smith, I'm not sure it's worth risking him for the rest of the game. Let's see what sort of injury it is. Knee injury. I'm going to get him off for Segbers early on. I just think, especially in this sort of division, you want to have your best players available at all times, so risking them just is so unnecessary, especially if you've got players that can do an okay job in their roles. There's one thing we don't have in this side, though, we've never really had, is an attacking midfielder, and I'm wondering that if at some point we're going to have to change from our defensive midfield role and bring in a more creative player to play in behind the striker, because this year we've certainly not scored as many goals as we have in previous years. Thomas on this left-hand side, though, looking to change that in towards Pacheco. Shot off, finds Danny, and our midfield under control again. Danny from distance. Oh, Danny from distance. Love to see it. Lovely bit of alliteration there, Ben, as well. Well done for that. But Danny provides the goal for us then. Lovely old job. And Central Park Rangers take a 1-0 lead. We love a long-range effort. I'll tell you, Danny and Brian, those two especially, love shooting from range. And you can see here that Danny on his left foot cracks it into that bottom corner. Keeper beaten easily. And we take a lead. Now, I don't know what else is going on elsewhere, but you can see there Pittsburgh, actually, they're winning their game as well, so we're still in second place as things stand. Yale Malkin look to be struggling, but Tuxler have come out of nowhere, beat us recently as well, and they seem to be the side now putting on the pressure. Of course, we're certainly aiming for those automatic spots this year. I don't really care if it's first or second, just getting up is important. Oh, Pacheco, he's stolen in. Defensive mistake at the back. Pacheco, oh, how have you not scored it, my friend? We do not control games like we did last season at all. A lot of sides come to play against us and keep the ball far better. But with all that possession, they're doing nothing with that possession. All right, about 15 minutes to go, and we might look to make it an attacking change. Perry's going to come off for Pacheco up front. I think it's about time he had a chance. Shutoff's on a 6.8, doing all right out there, playing in that unfamiliar position. I was a little worried that he wouldn't really fit the role, but actually, he's not doing too badly, and he might have a chance to do something here as the ball is on this left-hand side. Vieira picks it up about 20 yards out, finds Danny, who we know can strike them from there, with the two combined in midfield, and Danny just passes it to them. And where's the defenders? Viewers, I'm concerned. Viewers, I'm confirmed. Oh my god, okay. Farino saves, it's hit the post. I don't know where everybody went. We had a throw-in deep in their half, and that meant that everyone piles forward, apparently, as there's another chance. Well, no, there isn't. That's it. Time up. 93 minutes gone, and a 1-0 win. But I'll tell you what, viewers, both of these games have not been particularly easy. Not true. The Rough Riders game was a little bit more easy, but that was way tougher than it should have been, and that going into our future games is a bit of a concern. Richmond Kickers coming up as well, so that might be a game that we get to cause ourselves problems in. I guess I'll update you on that next time. Next time we shall meet, though, let's move forward a little quicker. Let's go for Pittsburgh. Let's go right through February as well, and I'll meet you for the Pittsburgh game. Oh yeah, actually that's quite a long way away. We might meet again before that. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, I was going to update you on that as well, so let's get to the update part of today's episode. There will not be any Central Park Rangers on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, or probably Boxing Day either. I'm taking those 3 days off. I never give myself days off, as it were, but those 3 days are going to be days off, if that's all right with everyone. But enjoy it, look, go and have fun with your families, enjoy your Christmas, and there's other YouTube videos as well, so I mean, feel free to watch those instead. But just to let you know, there will still be tomorrow, though, as much as there won't be Central Park Rangers tomorrow, there will be the final 2 episodes of my top 25 players ever for you to tune into, so do look forward to those 2, and I will see you again very, very soon. Thank you so much for the support this year. I'll see you before the new year, and I'll probably make a video talking about the previous year. Yeah, it's been a pleasure, as it always is. If you enjoyed the video, please do leave a like. Want to see some more? Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm in love with care from it. Until next time. Goodbye.